Pisces, how you getting on? Okay, so we are back with round 2 for the last half of June. Okay, how's everything going with everybody? You know I'm a Pisces, right? A lot of you probably don't, but some of you may. So yeah, trying to figure out, you got a lot going on at work and things like that. Okay, I'm really trying not to, everything is accumulating how it should, but I've been studying a lot about my Vedic chart. So it's very important to know about your Vedic, because trust me, that tells you a lot about when you know someone else's sun sign, okay, and then you know your Vedic chart, and then when you're also a tarot card reader, when you do these readings, you can see, oh my God, that's how that is very strange, how that seems to be working out around my soul groups, because you are the same sun sign as my, you know. But yeah, I have a very mixed chart. Like I'm obviously Aquarius, we're Aquarius, right, a sun sign, and then Libra rising, Taurus moon. Yeah, I actually have Capricorn in Venus. Right, so anyway, let's see where we are. Pisces, sun, moon, rising in Venus. Pisces, sun, moon, rising in Venus for last half of June. Worth waiting for, worth waiting for. So it is that, and the last card in the deck, or underneath the deck, that we will go into. I've been waiting for a guy like you to come into my life. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So your love life, literally at work, meaning that it could be a working relationship, or that you have a working relationship with work, and that's what you're concentrating on, or it could be some kind of problem and dynamic that has happened within work, and yes, but I will try. I really want to talk about that, but we'll see when the reading persists. Okay, but you might have a working relationship, or there might be, well, it's at work. So there could be a relationship at work. You could be wanting a relationship, or you are just in relationship with your work at the moment, or something's ended for something to begin, but you're waiting for like a message, or receiving something, but we'll see. But you like receiving something karmically is what I'm also picking up. You know, of whatever is taken from us karmically. Oh, we'll get into the reading, Pisces, trust me. We are going to go deep into this. But yeah, if anything, if anybody ever tries to make you feel embarrassed, that you know for a fact, right, that you've done the right thing, and that you stand in your integrity, and that you are a great person, okay? Oh no, I'm trying not to... it's no need to vent, because everything's kind of turned out fine, but yeah, certain things we'll see. So Pisces, sun, moon, rising in Venus. Pisces, sun, moon, rising in Venus. I'll tell you what it is that's happened with me, and I don't know about you, but fucking narcissists. Fuck old time narcs that just narc me off, bruv. They don't anymore, that I don't participate in it, but you end up getting friends that come back to you, say, listen, you've just mentioned something, and I really don't want to put anything into your head, because it might not be, but I just overheard someone mentioning, like, my name. Whether it was you or not, I don't know, but the people that always have and always did were narcs. And, oh dear, I just haven't got time for it. I haven't. So anyway, let's go on to love life for the moment. So, worth waiting for. Heart-to-heart conversation. So you might need to have a heart-to-heart conversation. But in this card, it came up for somebody else. Okay, so I will go into this, but because of extenders and things. But it's like, oh, oh, where art thou, Romeo? And this guy's like, well, oh, I don't know. You know, it's kind of like, but the cherubs are kind of like, listen, bruv, listen, we'll put you together. So you've got to listen, you've got to actually have a heart-to-heart conversation about this, because it might be that someone is now lovingly watching you and saying, actually, you are my dream. You are my dream boat, Pisces. You are my dream girl. Dream lover, come my way, dream lover. I don't know why I'm getting all mushy, but I'm feeling it through these cards, Pisces. Heart-to-heart conversation, and worth waiting for, and you've got chemistry. You've got chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. Is there? Is there? Is that there, that push and pull? Is someone in your mind, or something in your mind? Have you let go of control? I feel a lot lighter, I must admit, a lot lighter. You know, you have to let energy go in order to let things persist, to settle. It doesn't mean that you have to settle for anything. It just means that you have to settle in your own energy, okay? Settling in your own energy for your own worth. Everything is all about true worth and value. Your worth and value for what you're valued at as a respectable human being, okay, Pisces? So let's see. So we'll get one more card out for Pisces for this time period, please, Spirit. I've had some really great feedback off personal readings. If you do want a personal reading, okay, the link is in the description for people. It's just the email, okay? Send me an email and we'll go from there. We've got two. Passion, that come out again. Was that underneath the thing? Passion? Passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Dream lover, come my way. Dream lover. See, there's another two in here like, oh, listen, sweetheart. I'm going to carry you home. And then you deserve love. Well, this is Cupid's arrows. This is like the Eight of Wands. We're messaging the Eight of Wands. You are lovable, Pisces, and believe you me, we have love around us because there is nothing bad, but let's put a downside on it. Let go of control issues, right? But we ain't going to go with that. So we'll see how these are going to tally out with our reading. All right, so here we go. First card out. I've been waiting. So this one is, what's this song? This is Sally was low when watching the show over and over again. So spread your wings and fly away, fly away, fly away. So this is Waiting. Should have been Sweeping Up the Emerald Bar by Queen, right? But someone's been waiting or watching you. So that was the beginning of that. Sally was low, just watching the show over and over again. So someone's watching you, waiting, or they're waiting on you to reply for something. But it's somebody that you've had an investment with. Okay, now this is, please try and tally this up with jobs and finance and career or something. But it's like a great card, definitely to have, you know. Because you invest into yourself always, which is 7. Okay, you always invest in your own timeline, so you're in alignment with wherever you are, over and over again. So you're wait, or someone's waiting on you, and it could be an Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Someone that you've invested in, and they're waiting on a reply. To me, 7s are also about messages because 8 is the message, and then 7s are waiting on the like checks and balances of things of where we are. Okay, so there we go. So there's the message of love. Dream lovers, come our way, dream lover. So this can be someone that you meet, someone new. Knight of Cups, it's coming in. Sorry, phone is going off. Knight of Cups, traveling. So it's something to do with traveling and waiting, but like it's well, someone's waiting on a message, because that's the messenger. So someone's waiting on a message to either receive it from you or hear from you, or you are them. But either way, it's somebody that you've invested in the past, and there has been something built up, whatever that is. I've got no idea. Cross watchers, moon sign, sun sign, anything like that. You know, I'm kind of reading for just a general spread. So you've been waiting, worth waiting for. Someone thinks that you're worth waiting for, but they're waiting on it, or you are. And there needs to be a heart-to-heart conversation. Oh, look, what do you know? What do you know? So we've got Libra, the scales of justice in here. So I have a Libra ascendant, but my boss is a Libra, okay? Okay, but never mind. But that's also government stuff, decisions, court decisions, karmic law, the scales of balance. You know, there needs to be more balance to this situation, because there's some kind of where, well, if the time's changed and someone keeps making you wait, well, you know, what's the waiting game? Because pretty much it seems to me at the moment like a shadow in the wind, like a shadow in... But like messages could just be like, well, what is in this cup, bruv? Is this cup full of me actually having to wait again? You know, because you made me wait in the past. So what are the messages going to be about? Are they going to be very sporadic, or are you going to show yourself of consistency? Consistency. The proof is always in the pudding through the rising sign. Okay, so you can have, even in your Vedic, a Libra rising. The proof is always in the pudding of what we rise up to be. So you could have a rising sun sign, like you could have a rising sign and you're cross-watching Libra, right? Or you could have a rising in Vedic astrology, right, which is Libra, which is karmic justice or scales, or you're dealing with one that is an actual sun sign Libra. Okay, now there's a message that's going to be coming in. Oh my word. So someone loves you to death. you could have Scorpio in your chart, right? You could have Scorpio somewhere in your chart, like my Scorpio rising in my birth chart, but someone loves you to death. This is like loving. This is like deep love. So how I interpret this, okay, that the best thing you can do, that when you turn your energy into like a Scorpio, so if you're Scorpio cross-watching or you have Scorpio in your chart, Scorpio, after a time, they learn about things very deeply, right? So what they can do is that whatever it is that they do, they put everything in it to love it deeply. So that's why I love you guys to death, right? But that's why that when a Scorpio finds what he loves, he will put everything into what he loves, because he becomes masculine, he becomes a rising. So you might have a rising sign in Scorpio, or like a rising sign in Libra, or you might be a Libra sun with a rising sign in Scorpio for cross-watchers. But either way you look at it, somebody is waiting on this message about something that they want to tell you, because this is information gathering that Libra can do in order to balance the scales out. So there needs to be more information that's gathered through messaging, meaning that there needs to be more proof in the pudding about love, because I have a lot of love to give, but do you have a lot of love to give me? So we'll have to see what happens through this. But through the cards of the virtues, the virtue, the wedding vow, right? There might be a wedding vow, but the virtue, Doreen virtue, is worth waiting for. Passion, heart-to-heart conversations, and you desire love. You're desirable. So this is someone that's very desirable, okay? Very desirable. But we'll go into, well, and there you go. So there's us. So we've come up in our own reading. So some people might think, well, no, I'm cross-watching for a Pisces and they're a complete arsehole, right? Well, in past life, or any kind of like, this is like being hung from the cross for your belief, a bit like Jesus, right? But it's also like known as a traitor. Pisces was known as a traitor for their strong belief in something in a past life. So they were very stuck, you know. But now you've come here with a belief of where you have a load of wisdom, where you can connect with yourself a lot through the amount of clarity that you can get by thinking, okay, well, just hold on a minute. I need to have checks and balances of also myself, which is also yourself, 7, regardless of who's waiting. There needs to be some kind of like, well, because this is always about checks and balances, karmically, spiritually. Where am I spiritually? Spiritually reading, this is great, but where am I spiritually? Where am I on my calling, on my path? Because I have business, I have things to run, I like, you know, I invest in different fields and different emotions, but I have business also where I'm waiting on payment, or I'm also waiting to invest. But this is a great card for investment, because you just invest. So the best thing that you can do is invest into yourself, right? 7, everybody is a 7, but invest into yourself for many periods of time. There is more time than you can possibly imagine. There is more time than 7 days in a week, because it doesn't end, right? Because there are months, years, centuries, and then past the next life and everything. So time, there isn't a week. You know, you're not an illusion. Time is not an illusion. You are, you know, because you are here for a certain period of time through karma to experience this actual karmic experience. Everything is good and bad karma. Everything's good, but you are here for a certain time experience to experience this spiritual calling and belief that you have within karma. So time is kind of an illusion because it's metaphysics, but you are more of the illusion because you are a 7. You are the 7 of cups, okay? So you have ego to get that needs pulling from this karmic situation, where there needs to be more balance within this, because there's a lot of love here, like regardable, there's a lot of love, but it's kind of like two ends of a cornerstone, meaning that, well, where are we in all this? Where are we in all this? Because before, whatever this was kept me waiting, worth waiting for. So the times could have changed now, where it's like, well, if I go back, will I end up waiting again? Because you've got a lot of confusing energy with Libra being in the middle also where there needs to be more balance to the situation karmically. So there can be like distance between it, distance. And there could be a Leo possible, so this can be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, that someone is holding on resentment with or for, okay, in the chart. Holding on to things, keeping like, shh, there's a secret. Keep your mouth shut. Right, now listen. Now, if you have Libra in your chart or Scorpio in your chart or something like that, my advice would be I would watch the extended, and they're very cheap. Listen, I don't get much back from that. I really don't. I don't want to indulge people in, but I don't get a lot back from that. So it's very fair. But the extended of the Libra, if someone is indicative with a Leo or it's something to do with children or something, right, of the child, like of a Libra, watch the Libra reading, because down here there was a lot of information about that. Right? Shh, there's secrets. There's secrets. Keep your mouth shut. There's secrets. But you've got Judgment and you've got the Ten of Cups, but like distance and travel, the two. But it's weird because I can see my situation that I'm trying not to give over, but I think like a fire sign has been causing trouble, definitely within something to do with your work or life or general, where someone is holding back secrets. They're holding back like emotion. They're either holding back the feelings that they have for you, or you are now, but someone has secrets. Someone up in this thing has secrets, because this is also like the secret, right? Karmic secret, or the secret. Something about children or a marriage or something karmic that they were involved in, because this is what's being discussed or should be being discussed, or the message that is being received, and it's about a Libra. It's something about a Libra that could be a child. Well, sorry, I'm now sort of channeling. I was going to end it there, but I'm going cold. So the secret could be something about a Libra child for some people, because this can relate to like children. If not, and you're just dealing with like a boss or someone like that and it's Libra, and it is. But if it's to do with something else about waiting, it could be something to do with a Libra or a fire sign. But I'm picking up, I always pick up strong Leo through this. Like, because this is like, can be like predatorial energy. It can be, because it's like a dirty night out, a dirty night in, right? But it's the masculine version. But it's someone that holds on to like a lot of secrets and passion. Cross watchers, no tea, no shade, and it don't have to mean you. It really don't. But this is what this card means, right? Can be like a predatorial energy, because it also means like Leo, the lion, predatorial, right? And then like I've got secrets about that, and I'm holding on to all that kind of stuff because I'm holding on to it. That's what I'm holding. That's what I'm keeping back, and that's the secret. That's the secret. And to make a judgment call, they need to make a judgment call to come back, for you to make a judgment call, for them to tell you the truth. And the truth could be whatever we go through, because this is the truth. The justice is about truth. So regardless of whether it's Libra or not, it should be about the truth, a message about the truth, that they've made a judgment call to let something go, to let something in. You have to let something go to let something in, always, whether it be a job, whether it be a career, whether it be a person, anything or anything. If you're involved with other people or other projects or other things, something has to always be let go of, because people always concentrate on lost and gain, especially in the 12th house, right? But we learn through that. But anybody, because so what you want to do is relate things to your 12th house, to your moon sign. Also, I forgot that. From your 12th house, because it always means past life. So you can connect this up with Vedic, and then also your natural chart, 12th house, and then moon signs, okay? But everybody always has to make a judgment to come back to, well, for you to make a judgment. Well, are you telling the truth? Does it sound like the truth? What's the truth? Is the proof in the pudding? Are you going to prove yourself to be like something different, because you need to have changed, because this is like judgment, final judgment. There's a judgment call of soul groups, also family, meaning that there's, because of family also being here, 10 of Cups, meaning that there have been some kind of judgment call that someone could have made on this side of the scale, okay, to do with Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces also, or secret, about waiting a Leo and holding on to resentment and blame, or a secret that someone has. But we will go through that, because things have been delayed, you know, but there's a lot of love. Okay, so again Pisces, right, I think it's very cheap. If you want to watch this, it's over on the bi-weekly folder over on Vimeo. If you want to go over to, and people have, and you want to join us over on Patreon, it's very cheap, and you have access to all these. All the others are done, and all the monthlies, and then all the monthlies will be added earlier for next month, and then every reading that I do on here is all on Vimeo, and you can watch all of them. Sorry, Patreon, but probably a lot of you have already heard, but there's a lot of newcomers too. Over on Patreon, you can have access to everything for as long as you like, and it doesn't get took down, and you can replay your month and go back to see how it tallies up. That's the best thing to always do, is to check back through the month to see if it happened or what is happening. It's always good to do that, right? But through Patreon, you have access to all those, and loads of other stuff that I'm going to do once it all transitions, because at some point Vimeo will end, because I have to pay so much back in tax, because I'm in the UK. Okay, and everything that comes through is from the United States mainly. Okay, so there's a lot to do with that, but it will also go to Patreon all of the time at some point. But you can watch anything that you want on any of the links below, and Patreon will be last, but it will be up as soon as everything else is up. Okay, but we're going to go through this, and I know that this is a very good heavy reading, not bad heavy, but there's a lot of cards here, a lot of cards. So we're going to go over these and then clarify everything. And you know me, I go deep into literally everything. Okay, so we're going to try and find out what these secrets are, or what this is all about. But there's a lot going on, trust me, there is. So we're going to go over that. Hopefully, if you want a personal reading, it's still in the description if you want one. Please contact me, and I'll hopefully see you on the other side soon. Okay, peace, Pisces.